Hey, what's going on, AT junkies? So, you want to know what gear I'm bringing on the Appalachian Trail this year? Well, I'll show you. All right, first things first, we'll get this out of the way. This is my ultra cool fanny pack, because if you're not rocking a fanny pack or even a hiker, I plan to keep just odds and ends in this thing here. Lots of snacks for the day. This is the Light AF fanny pack. It's made out of ultra. It's got a weatherproof zipper. I keep stuff like, I've got some hand sanitizer in here. We'll keep chapstick, stuff like that. This little box here. This carries my extra wireless mic like I'm wearing now. It's a little charger box for that. So if I need to switch mics, whatever, on trail. And like I said, snacks and stuff like that. So Light AF fanny pack. If you ain't got one, you're not cool. Trekking poles. I have a non-freestanding tent, which means I need trekking poles to set it up with. These are Cascade Mountain Tech. I've had these probably going on 5 years now, and I can't say a bad thing about them. They've lasted 5 years, and they were like 50 bucks. I should probably replace them here one of these days, but I mean, they're good, so why? But Cascade Mountain Tech trekking poles. Now let's get into this. So this is my Z-Packs Arc Blast 55 liter pack. I know in my big three video, if you've seen that, I said I was going to use the Nero, but after packing and sorting through all my gear and everything else, I am really pushing the limits with that pack. Now what I mean by pushing the limits, that pack, the Nero by Z-Packs, it's only rated for 20 pounds and it's a 38 liter, and after trying to put my gear back and forth in it, and I do plan on going the first 5 days without a resupply, or until I resupply, so I'm going to be carrying 5 days of food, my water, all my gear. I think I'm going to be over the weight limit for that pack, and I just don't think I'm going to be as comfortable as I would with the Arc Blast. So I'm going to just stay with my old reliable. I've had this thing 4 years, and it's super comfortable. So let's get into what I have in the pack. We'll start on the outside first. This will not be coming. Extra tripod. Damn YouTubers. Water filtration system, the good old standby, the Sawyer squeeze. I had the Platypus quick draw, and I ruined it. Let it freeze, so went ahead and got a new one of these, and I've got the 2 liter Canuck, however you pronounce it. So I've had that for a while too. Works great, no problem. So there's my water filtration system. Carrying on in the back, I've got the Dutch Wear little sit pad. I should be using this now. I'm on this log. This thing weighs nothing. It's just a little foam pad to keep your butt dry. Why didn't I think of that? There we go. In this bag here, this is my poop kit. So we all got to do it right. But it's waterproof little bag from Light AF. Got toilet paper, some wipes, got the deuce of spades, good stuff like that. Also in here, I keep this extra little white little washer, little ring here. That is for my water filter. So the Sawyer's, the squeeze here, it's got this little filter, or the little washer in the filter there. If that thing falls out of there, yeah, you're screwed. It's gonna be leaking, so carry an extra one if you can get one. Moving on. Little hood tops pack tent stake bag thing here. Don't freaking lose me. It's orange. It's my tent stakes. Put them back in there, and I usually put them on. Usually what I try to do, little side note here, guys, pro tip. Usually when I get to camp, I designate a spot right here, and this is where I put all my stuff. It's like a little spot of accountability or something like that. It's something I learned from Early Riser. If you guys have ever watched him and watched his AT thru hike, he always had like a rock or a log of accountability, and I've always kind of stuck with that. That way you don't lose stuff. Going on, the Light AF bear bag kit, little rock sack with my line and everything in there so I can hang my food bag. Also on the outside of the pack, it's got 2 water bottle holders. I'll have a liter smart water bottle on each side. Shoulder straps, I've got this little pouch right here. I'll keep my phone in, got my thermometer on there, and then another little water bottle holder. I'll keep like a 750 milliliter water bottle there with a sports cap. Good to go. Right, let's crack this puppy open. Top of the bag. I always put my rain gear on the very top. That way, easy, accessible. If it starts raining, it's right there. You don't have to dig through your pack and get everything out. Got a little rain hat from Outdoor Research. It's pretty cool. Picked that up at Neil's Gap last year. weighs basically nothing. My rain jacket is an Eddie Bauer. I've had this thing, I don't know, 2 or 3 years now, but you can see it's all seam sealed inside. This thing's, it's been waterproof. That's what it's supposed to do, right? So that works. Rain pants, these are just a pair of REI rain pants, but what I like about them is, one, they fit. I could actually get a short length, and I'm not a tall guy at 5'10", but it was nice that they're not like draping down over my shoes and all that. So they've got, down by the end of the legs, they've got zippers, make it easy on and off. Rain pants, REI. Mountain Hardwear beanie, keep your head warm. Got a buff. I use that buff a lot of times to sleep in, just kind of pull it up over my head. I'm a little bald, no insulation. Outdoor research, I've got gloves and glove liners, and what I've liked to do is I'll put them together like that, and sometimes I just want the liners on themselves, like that, or sometimes I want just the fingerless gloves. So it depends, makes a nice little setup. My ditty bag, another Hilltops bag. What all I keep in here? I've just got like Body Glide, a spare lighter, some Leuco tape, and toothpaste, toothbrush, that kind of stuff in there in my ditty bag. I've got my electronics bag. I've got 2 10,000 milliamp power chargers in here. One's Anchor and one's a RAV power, I do believe. Yeah. Why not get them out, Brian? Show them everything. RAV power and the Anchor. Anchor's a little bit smaller, doesn't weigh quite as much. But 2 of those, I'll be on trail up to possibly 8 days. These will have to power my iPhone, my DJI gimbal that I use, which I don't think I'll have to recharge that, honestly. And then my lavalier mics, my wireless mics, I don't even think I'll have to recharge them. But if I do, I'll have plenty of backup power. Cook kit, Jetboil, the stash. It's decent. I like it how it all goes together, nice and neat. You can get stuff a lot cheaper than this, guys. I wish I wouldn't have, I shouldn't say that. Sorry, Jetboil. You can get the same kind of setup for a lot less money, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. But not to say there's anything wrong with this, but you can spend a lot less money and get kind of the same kit. But it works. I like it. Good deal. All right, extra pair, darn tough socks. I usually wear a pair and keep a pair dry. These are what I will sleep in. Big key for keeping your feet warm at night. Dry socks at the end of the day. I'll hang up my hiking socks if they're wet. Even if you didn't cross the creek, just from the heat and moisture of your feet being in your shoes all day, they will be a little damp, believe it or not. Throw on a pair of clean, dry socks to help keep your feet warm. And talking about keeping your feet warm, I've got a cheap pair of down booties I got off of Amazon. I've had these, I don't know, like some of my gear a couple years now. And dry socks, throw one of these puppies on your feet, forget about it. If it's 40 degrees or under, I'm notorious for getting cold feet while I sleep. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not like a weight at home, but whatever. Down booties, I'll take the penalty of weight on that. It's really not that much. So food bag, I've got a couple days in here right now. This is the Hilltops food bag. Ben from Hilltops hit me up last year and said, hey man, we want to make you a bag, throw your logo on it. Send him my logo. Here it is. Thing's awesome. So thanks again, Ben. Another little pouch here. This is from Z-Packs. It just clips into little hangers that's inside my pack. This is like my first aid kit. I've got bandages. I've got a little bitty Swiss Army knife in case I'd have to pop a blister or cut something. I keep medicine like my ibuprofen and different things like that. So just a little first aid kit. All right. So what is this big thing here? So my tent, I've got the Polycryo footprint for it, but that's pretty thin, and I'm probably going to eventually upgrade to Tyvek, something a little thicker, because the tent I've got's got a really thin floor. It worries me. So I have this. This is just like an emergency blanket. It's kind of thick. It's a little heavier, so I'm not going to be ultralight, guys. Shh. But I'm going to put this underneath my tent, and it has the reflective stuff on the back. So it's just going to be another little extra R value, if you will, from the ground, because I will be hiking in the spring, and I do expect some temperatures probably at night into the 20s. It's not ultralight, I'm sorry, but you don't always have to be ultralight. Go for comfort, man. Right, getting down to the nooks and crannies down here. My sleep pad, Nemo Tensor, regular length, wide. It's got an R value of 4.2. It is super comfortable. I don't have a lot of experience because I'm mainly a hammock camper. I don't have a lot of experience with different sleep pads, but this one is super nice. Also inside this stuff sack, I got the little flex tail gear, tiny pump 2X, whatever you want to call it, the second one they got out. So I keep that in there as well to inflate my pad. Pro tip, don't fire that thing up about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night when you're near a shelter or something. Unless you really want to piss some people off, then go ahead, be my guest. Okay, what else we got in here? Let's see. My tent, Gossamer Gear, the 2. I've had this out one night, slept in it, put it up one other time. I'll get a review out to you guys once I've got some time in it. But so far, like what I've seen with this tent, nice and light. It's 23 and a half ounces, I believe. I don't understand this. Why? Somebody tell me why. Why do we need that? Why do we need a little handle? It's not like I'm gonna walk through the woods and carry this upside down. Anyways, rant over. I don't understand some of this stuff, gear makers. But no, the Gossamer Gear, the 2, that's what I'll be using. Yeah, a tent, not a hammock. Recent review up on my channel now. The Trekology Luft Pillow 2.0. I just did a review on this, check it out. I don't know, we'll see. I haven't really used it yet. I've blown it up, checked it out the house, but again, why do I need that? Somebody tell me why. I don't know. Maybe I'll cut that off and I'll be a true ultralighter. But, well, I guess unless I wanted to carry it down the trail. Anyways, don't understand some of this stuff. Last but not least, my hammock gear, Econ 10-degree quilt. This thing, so super warm. It's just like a hug from grandma, as Chris, that hiking guy, would say. But yeah, that's it, guys. There's my gear. That's what I'm taking on the Appalachian Trail this year. If you guys have any questions about the gear I'll be taking on the trail, please drop them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them. If there's any gear that you think I'm missing out on and I should try or take on the trail, hey, put it in the comments again. Let me know. With that, guys, if you like this video, give me a like. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I'll be leaving here in a couple weeks to do the section hike. Be going from Dix Creek Gap, where I left off last year, all the way up to the Fontana Dam Visitor Center. And it's about a 97-ish, 98-mile little hike I'm going to do. So, if you want to follow along for that, like I said, don't forget to subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the trail.